also have the 7th edition, and to compare the two is quite the intrigue. I read this on here. Well, I read this. I think it's a beat up a while ago, and I read this. Okay, so this story. I don't understand how someone's like these are. Remember, these are nursery rhymes and kids shit, right? Here we go. It's called "Good Bowling and Card Playing." Now, this story resulted in a lot of what the fuck moments for me. This is it's only like a page long, so it's not that long, but check it out. Here we go. Thank you very much. Yay! So once upon a time, there was an old king who had the most beautiful daughter in the world. One day he announced, Whoever can keep watch in my old castle for 3 nights can have the princess for his bride." Now, there was a young man from a poor family who thought to himself, why not risk my life? I got nothing to lose and a lot to win. What's there to think about? So he appeared before the king and offered to keep watch of the castle. Alright, get ready for some what the fucks, and I expect to see that shit in the chat room, because I can't be the only person. Maybe I am, I don't know. Right, so he's going to keep watch, yeah? Alright, you may request 3 things to take with you into the castle, but they have to be lifeless objects. Well, I'd like to take a carpenter's bench with a knife, a lathe, and a fire. All of these things were carried into the castle for him. When it turned dark, he himself went inside. At first, everything was quiet. He built a fire, placed the carpenter's bench with the knife next to it, and sat down at the lathe. Toward midnight, however, a rumbling could be heard, first softly, then more loudly. Biff baff, hee hee hee, holo holo ho. That, like, legit, that's kind of how it went. It became more dreadful, and then it was somewhat quiet. Finally, a leg came down the chimney and stood right before him. When I first read this, that fucked my mind. Like, I'm expecting, what the fuck? Okay, so anyways. Okay, yeah, leg standing before him. Where am I at? Okay. So, right. Finally, a leg came down the chimney. I did a ho. Sorry. That was pretty good, though. So what was that? Finally, a leg came down the chimney and stood right before him. Hey there, the young man cried out. How about some more? 1 is too little. The noise began again. Another leg fell down the fucking chimney. I added the fuck word, I'm sorry, right? Another leg came down the chimney. And then another, until there were 9. Yeah? That's enough now, that's enough. I've got enough for bowling. We're gonna bowl. I've got enough for bowling. But there are no balls. Out with them! The noise began once again. Another leg, hold up. I went too high up. I need to get glasses. Mine are broke. But anyways. There was a tremendous uproar, and 2 skulls also fell down the chimney. He put them in the lathe and turned them around until they were smooth. Now, they'll roll much better. Now, legit, these are, I'm not paraphrasing anymore, that legit. Now they'll roll much better, right? I don't know why this fucks my mind so much. Then he did the same with the legs and set them up like bowling pins. Hey, now I can have some fun! Haha! Suddenly 2 large... I don't understand where these cats... Like, I get the story. This is what I don't understand about this fucking story. What the fuck is the point of the cats? Right? Here we go. Suddenly 2 large black cats appeared and strode around the fire. Meow! Meow! They screeched. We're freezing! We're freezing! They said. You fools! What are you screaming about? Sit down by the fire and warm yourselves. After the cats had warmed themselves, they said, Good fellow, we want to play a round of cards. All right, but show me your paws. Go away, there's fly in here. But show me your paws. You've got such long claws that I've got to give them a good clipping before we begin. This is where I get the what the fuck thing, yeah? Upon saying this, he grabbed them by the scuffs of their necks, lifted them to the carpenter's bench. Then he fastened them down and beat them to death. Can you imagine being 4 years old? What happened next, Daddy? Alright, carrying on. And beat them to death. Afterward, he carried them outside and threw them into the pond that lay across the castle. Why? Why was that? Why did that need to be a part of the story? I get the bowling pin, I get the skull because I get what's coming up, but why did he need to murder the cats? That fucks me. I'm sorry. But anyways, moving on. Just as he returned to the castle and wanted to settle down and warm himself by the fire, many black cats and dogs came out of every nook and cranny, more and more, so that he could not hide himself. They screamed and they stamped out the fire and kicked it about so that the fire went out. So he grabbed his carving knife and yelled, "Get out of here, you riffraff!" And he began swinging the knife. Most of the cats and dogs ran away. The others were killed, and he carried them out and threw them into the pond. Like, what the fuck? Why? That was not a part of the battle. Like, the king's like, I survived. Cats and dogs ain't coming to haunt you. Legs falling out of a goddamn chimney you're happy to see. Cats and dogs come, hey, lay by the fire, burn! That's fine. I'm sorry. Angry. After he had warmed himself, he was tired. I mean, hey, who wouldn't be? He was tired and lay down on a large bed that stood in the corner. Really? Just as he wanted to fall asleep, the bed began to stir, and it raced around the entire castle. "That's fine with me, just keep it up," that's what the dude said. So the bed drove around as though 6 horses were pulling it over stairs and landings. Bing bang! It turned upside down, from top to bottom, and he went beneath it. So he flung the blankets and pillows into the air and jumped off. "Anyone who wants the ride can have one." Then he lay down next to the fire until dawn. In the morning the king arrived. The story's almost over. In the morning the king arrived, and when he saw the young man lying asleep, he thought he was dead and said, "What a shame. If you only knew, motherfucker." But when the young man heard these words, he awoke, and as soon as he saw the king, he stood up. Then the king asked how things had gone during the night. Last paragraph. "Quite well. One night's gone by smoothly. The other 2 will go by just as well. And indeed, the other nights were just like the first. But he already knew what to do. And so on the 4th day, he was rewarded the king's beautiful daughter. The fucking end." Thank you. It is like Three Little Pigs meets Mother. Hold up, dude. Now, don't tell me that, because there's a story in here that fucks your mind It's like, okay, it's like, that's true about this. This one will be the Big Bad Wolf meets fucking, I don't know movies well enough. It shocked me. It's like, but the mother comes like respect to the fucking pig, or what was it? Like, I think I can't remember what animal it is. But, anybody want to hear that story? Because we still got a little bit of time. But if not, that's okay. I understand. I am an annoying creature. Where's my time thing? Not here. All of you people who have seen Game of Thrones, the very first scene in that show when he's out there and, like, he's like, yeah, there's the motherfuckers are dead. Nobody believed him. The introduction would have been much more brilliant, much more brutal, much more bloody, much more crazy had they used the fucking first chapter of the actual book and gone by what it says. I'm happy to fucking read that shit as well. And every single one of you would be like, "Oh yes, you're very right." Sorry. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like everyone's like, I don't want to hear you anymore. Abusive llama, your fucking name is awesome. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how long it is. I could just sum it up. Let's see. I don't want to torture the people. I don't want to torture the people. I just want to have a time. Alright, here's the thing. The game is done. So I need feeds back. Let's see if I can find it. The castle lumber. Like, for real, can you even imagine being a kid? I mean, like, yeah. And then he got the cat. He's like, yeah, lay by the fire. Rest. It'll be all right. I just need to clip your paw, your nails or whatever. Boom, 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 and he beat the cat to death. So that's why they have so many different editions of this. One brother did not want to censor them because this is German. It's German fucking folklore. This is German folklore, and so he didn't want it to change, and I don't think it should have changed either. But people were so offended, it took 6 more volumes for them to get it to where people were like, alright, I can handle that. For instance, like Rapunzel. That's not how Rapunzel goes. But because it involves sex, because obviously getting pregnant kind of, they changed it. And, like, I don't know. Anyways, why are you crying? If you really want to hear that bad, then hell yeah, I'll do it. But why are you crying, though? You might have been crying for a different reason. I don't remember even the name of it, though. Another one, another great riveting tale is The Little Mouse, the Little Bird, and the Sausage. Yeah, I know. It was 2 cats, and then all these other cats and dogs show up, and they're like, what the fuck you did to... And then, they like, get my knife out and throw you in the pond, too. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. Yes. The strange... Oh, okay, I'll put this up. Anytime anyone wants a story, though, please do use that. That makes me a very happy person. Thank you, Venom. Thank you so much for that. I love to read. I would love to have a stream where I do not... Look, I've thought about doing streams where I do strictly reading lore and stuff like that. Like, at least for a couple hours or something. But I don't know. As you can tell, chat kind of died. I think everyone's probably either asleep in another browser or running away hoping their cat's not dead. But since you're good with strategy, it's alright. Because we're going to do this. There's a spirit in my house. And I know it is a mouse. Alright, motherfucker, where you at? Where the hood at? Alright, bear with my... Hold the fuck up. Where's my phone? Ah! My grandma, 1 second, please. Ah! 'Cause I haven't in months. Alright, let's see here. I'm not even sure if anybody... oh, no, shut up. Shut up, brain. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You speak when spoken to. Shut the fuck up. Mr. J? Knock, you in here? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna be on tonight again. Probably be around 2-ish. I'm gonna save this game for then because I gotta do some stuff for my grandma and yeah. But what I'm thinking is this. I'm thinking a lot of things. I don't know. Like, and I don't know if I need to like post my, because I have plans for the channel, but I don't know like how the fuck do people fucking put their shit up and plan it. I'll figure it out. But there we are. Alright, thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys chilling. No! But you must, Venom. I need your help. Well, if you can't sleep, let me know. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably end up streaming, like, what time? I don't know what time you go for. Anyways, we'll figure something out. Don't worry. Don't, it's alright, it's all good, I understand, I just dropped something. But I gotta help my grandma out, and, do a couple things. And since I'm gonna be streaming later tonight, I figure this is a good time to stop it, because it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. Nah, don't worry about it, it's alright. I always love having you and anyone there, but including yourself, obviously. So, always feel free to, but never feel obligated. But I appreciate it. I appreciate everything, and I definitely will still have this game ready for you to help me out with. I hope you guys have a good evening, and I will see you early morning, late night, whatever you call it, after midnight.